Fire up today's stream a little bit earlier than most days, but not particularly early with the recent somewhat time change here. Anyway, today what I want to do is I want to talk about who's underrated of 2023. Now, I realized after yesterday's conversation, and I mean it's something I realized before then, but after yesterday's conversation about like which champions are like our champions getting progressively more difficult to fight and things like that. There's a lot of champs that I just have not really played of 2023, and I want to figure out who's on the underrated side because I want to play them. I don't quite have time to play all 262 available champs. That by the time I play all the ones that I haven't played and master them and everything, this number will be 300. But I want to figure out who I should really focus my time and energy on. So, yeah, I want to talk a little bit about that today. By the way, what's up, everybody? I see you all in the chat. I'll acknowledge you guys in just a second here. This is for the playback crew, mostly. Shout out to the playback crew. Real quick, I want to just kind of auto-fight my way through the apothecary. And then we'll hop on over to the beta. And I'll kind of take a look at things there. Is that Panaman Pete I see in the chat? Oh my, Peter. What's up, buddy? It's been too long since we've talked in games. Been playing Pokemon with guns, have you? Oh, man. How is it? Do you like it? I feel like it's the type of game that I would enjoy for a short period of time. I guess I haven't looked at what all you do in that game is. So who knows? Maybe I would like it for a long period of time. But I feel like it's the type of game where, like, almost no matter what, you have fun for a short period of time. That's what it seems like, at least. Anyway, slap. Mason, thank you very much for the buck. Your streak of slaps here seems to continue. Saying I'm starting to get hurt from all these slaps, Brian. Hey man, you asked for it. That sounds horrible, actually, because that's what they all say. You asked for it. I didn't want to hurt you, but I had to. I don't think I'll be into it for super long. Okay, yeah. That's kind of the vibe I got from it. But who knows? I mean, yeah, I've said that about so many games. I said that about MCOC. Oh yeah, it's a fun little game. I don't think I'll be into it for too long, you know. So who knows? Maybe you'll be saying that next year, like, oh yeah, it's been fun. I'll probably stop playing soon, but I'm still playing Pokemon with guns. Oh man. Mason, thank you once again. Shackle, Shackle and Lee boys, both of you were so close. Saying, do not slap me. I do not want it. Well, you ain't getting it. Shackle, even though you're pretty damn fast still, not fast enough. Lee, same thing for you, saying, how are people so fast? I don't know. I really don't. Sandman, you find, is underrated. Okay. I'm not even sure how we really have this conversation about who's underrated or not. It's a difficult one. It really is a difficult. Like I was trying to think, like, what do I do? Do I take all of these characters on screen and do I take their pictures and load them into Photoshop and create like a mini tier list or something? I don't know. I ended up not going that route. Not that we couldn't, but maybe we kind of just talk about some champs, get a general feel in the chat, and then let's go check them out for a minute or two. And by a minute or two, I mean a little bit longer than a minute or two, but yeah, for a brief period. Is that Clarissa with the 9 months? Thanks to the gifted, saying, I can't live like this, bald man. Pick a time already. Rude. I'm sorry. I know. I can't seem to pick a gosh darn time. What once was so consistent has turned into a mess of just streaming at random times, but it's all I could do. Zafar was the first one in here, by the way. All by Wet W. What's up, dude? I hear you say hashtag Elden Ring stream coming soon to a contestchampion.com stream near you. Potentially. Ooh, easy. Thank you for the buck. I was just reading yours. Potentially. I'm not 100% sure, but it might happen on Sunday. We'll see. We shall see. Thank you very much for the buck. I've been really wanting to play something that kind of tested the limits a bit more, and I know that game, well, it's kind of what it does. Challenges you, right? So, yeah, I'm not sure. As always, it's just, yeah, there's a billion and one things to do in life, and finding the time for it all, impossible. You can ride a giant panda with a grenade launcher, which is pretty rad. You know, if I predicted what Pete would say on today's date, January the 22nd, yeah, that's about what I'd predict. Oh, man. Ride a giant panda with a grenade launcher. Dang, dude. Yeah, that does sound pretty cool. Jacob Dizano, thank you for the 2 as well, saying, but today... Wait, hold on. Is there a part 1 to this? I see a but. Okay, here we go. Okay, BG, need your help. This might be long. All right, hit me with it. So, I have a class 7-star selected from Necropolis. Was going to wait. It's just lagging out over here. It's still going. I have a class 7-star selector from Necropolis. Was going to wait for Titan to choose Science, because with the champs being added, it's easily the best class. But today, I just do my 7-star spot. Do you think I should still go for Science, since it's guaranteed value, almost? Or go for another class? I have a Cosmic 2-3 gem. I could send my roster if needed. Jacob, I don't know that I can help that much with this. The thing is, man, what's best is subjective. The champs that you want to play are subjective. I can't really tell you to go for one class or another when we absolutely need all 6 class types in this game, you know? What I would say is that, dude, if you're sitting on a Cosmic 2-3 gem, that's a lot of power in that gem. And you don't need to use it right away. But I know you want to, because even I would want to, and, dude, I am... I mean, you already know. I don't use my resources that fast. I sometimes hold my resources for an excessive amount of time. But yeah, I would that gem would probably make me want to go cosmic. But yeah, I don't know that there's a way for me to help you otherwise. If you really like science, if science is your favorite class, if you think it's the most powerful, listen, Spot needs higher SIGs, or he benefits from higher SIGs at least. So the fact that you pulled Spot doesn't necessarily mean like it takes away a good pull from there. Let's take a look at Mr. Spot himself. Let's see, like let's say rank 3, SIG 20. He's getting well, this is the rupture damage, and then this is the attack, 2270. Let's bump it to SIG 40. I mean, I guess it's not the biggest of increases. So maybe I wouldn't necessarily love to see that. Looking at this curve here, I don't know. But, yeah, I don't think you need to change if you wanted to stay science because you like the other options that are there. We have so many selectors in this game nowadays that you can certainly select more of the catalysts to kind of specialize in that class or something like that, and yeah, continue to rank up more science options. It's really completely up to you, is what I'm getting at. Good luck with your decision. Is that Lags in here? Howdy, Banana Man. Yo, Lags, what's going on? Hey, BG, just downplay the Elden Ring thing, please. I'm already tolerating Strike Force after your last side adventure. Oh, no, Ms. Jane. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yes, Elden Ring, terrible game. I'm sure the next game I play will be terrible, absolutely terrible. Oh, man. At Panaman Pete, BG thinks you look like Shriek. What say you? Okay, hold on. I did not say that. I said that Panaman Pete could pull off an amazing cosplay of Shriek. This is Shriek right here. Look at the hair, Pete. Look at the hair. You could totally do it. Power World is like $26 US and reminds me of a Pokemon MMO sorts. You playing it too, Static? Yeah, I don't know that I want to get into it so much. I feel like that'd be the type of game that there's one particular friend of mine that I mean, there's more than one. There's a few that if I was playing with them, I feel like I'd be able to get into it a lot more. But I don't know, as it stands, I could see it. There we go. Pete knows he could pull off. I mean, honestly, Pete could pull off any one of these because Pete's awesome. But yeah, the only cosmic I have right now is Duped Silver Surfer. Don't want to rank 3 him. The only cosmic I would want to take to rank 3 right now would be Venom. Is Captain Marvel gonna be in the next Titan? I don't know. Do people in the chat know? So, Brian, who's the most underrated of 2023? Lags. Let's start the discussion. Let me head on over to the beta here, man. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. Oh, crud. This is... Hold on. Before we go to the beta and talk this up. I need to get rid of some of this stuff. And, oh. I need to claim that, too, huh? Hold on. Hold on. We're almost ready to get into today's topic. But yeah, Lags, if you have any suggestions of who you think is on the underrated side, I would love to hear it, buddy. Hold on a sec. Was that? No, this is the same. Okay. Grab up some of those. I will grab up a few of these. And some of these. I think that's it for right now. Let's go to the overflow. Anything that I cannot claim, I will spend on raid tickets, which, yeah, I need to spend a few more glories on the raid tickets. Slightly overdoing it, but clearing way. Okay. Claim that. We're gonna claim this. Ah, it hurts. Ah, I had plenty of time after the holidays, but it's okay. Oh, crud for the Abyss Selector. What was I gonna do here? I had plans. Maybe I don't have to decide. If I just go to the beta right now, I can hold off and decide later. Oh my god. If I had to pick one, I'd say Doggo. Alright, well, you know what? Then maybe we actually just pick this before we even get into these champs. Was it Mystic that I was gonna... oh man. I needed to look at my own roster before claiming this. It's not good enough to look at something like Aunt May. I think Mutant was what I was going to do potentially, right? Oh, Aunt May is still open. I think Mutant was even maybe what I was going to do potentially. Screw it. I'm just going to go Mystic so that we don't waste too much time here. Let's... Whoops. Let's... Wait a minute. Okay, this is the only thing expiring. That's fine. Let's head on over to the beta. And let's go ahead and sort this sucker. I don't know, Doggo is underrated, but not anymore. Does that still count making him underrated? MSD. That's an interesting question. I don't know. Oh my god. I probably have so much stuff here to claim. I guess I'll claim some of this stuff later as necessary. For right now, what we can do is just sort this by 2023. And kind of go from there. Okay. We'll do 6 stars, I guess, for right now, since I don't know if they've given access to all of those as 7 stars. I don't think so, right? Okay. You know, maybe it is easier to go on Aunt May, because on Aunt May, I don't think you could sort by release in game, right? But we can on Aunt May. It doesn't show. Yeah, it changes to alphabetical when you do like this, though. Whoops. Okay. So, abs, man, let's start here. Maybe let's. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Maybe we'll compile a list of champs that are. Well, like we can just cross off a bunch of champs from being underrated, because some of them are so strong that they're not underrated, right? In some cases, maybe potentially even overrated. Abs, man, he was a hit right from the start. First champion of the year, killed it, still killing it. Great. Zemo, I feel like maybe took a little bit of time to come online, but maybe not that long. And Zemo, I don't think we put in that underrated category, unless you guys think otherwise. But it feels like Zemo, he's popular enough, contributes plenty enough to this game. I do some things for a 7-star wolf / Vox. MSD, what kind of things? I can contact, I know a few people named John at Kabam and some other people. Adam, thank you very much for the pound saying, BG, why do my tweets say you always go to replies rather than posts? I don't know what that means. Why do my tweets at you always go to replies rather than posts? Like you're replying to my tweets? Is that what you're doing? Hold on. Can I check Twitter real quick? Yeah, I'm not sure, but all you have to do, a little crash course on Twitter as I take a look at EZ's tweet here. If you want to make your own tweet, you just do this, and then you do this at contest champion, and then you, you know, put in your message, and then that's that. If you're replying to a specific tweet, well, that's when you. We're looking at. Here's Adams. But if you're looking at a specific tweet, then you would click on this button, and then it would do it. That's the only thing I know about Twitter. I've never seen it work any other way. What are we looking at here, though? Oh, is it this? The 6 million rating? Damn, dude. That's gotta be it, right? Maybe you said so in the chat. I'm not sure. I wasn't even supposed to look at your tweet right now, was I? But yeah, sick stuff, dude. It's that? Yeah, okay. I figured it had to be. That's a big milestone. Okay, Adam. What is this? BG, where do you recommend I go into first, Gauntlet or Eternity of Pain? Did you do all of Story? Because I recommend Story over either one of these. After that, I'd probably say Eternity of Pain. The Gauntlet, I don't know, man. Maybe you guys would disagree, but it doesn't feel... Like, neither of these things are super beneficial these days. But I would say Eternity of Pain is the one that I would be shooting for compared to Gauntlet. Don't even need to see the roster to tell you that. If you don't have the champions to take down the special objectives for Eternity of Pain, well, work towards getting them. And I would say don't waste your time otherwise. That's personally what I would do, at least. Good luck to you. Ryan, should I do Gauntlet or Act 4? Jesus. I asked you a little while ago, but mod role model that I am, I wasn't going to spam ask you. Oh, I see. I didn't even see. Mason with the 2 as well, saying, speaking of Twitter, maybe it works today. Well, it looked like it did. I saw your tweet. We'll take a quick gander. Between Maw, Wicked, Sassy, and Diablord, should I rank 3 out of them or wait? It wouldn't make me valiant. Okay. We'll give it a poll here. Let's see. What are the options? Ooh. To rank 3. These are 7 stars. Maw, Wicked, Sassy, Diablo. Poll is live. None of them are awakened. Keep that in mind when voting. If you think wait, just type wait in the chat maybe. Okay. Let's go back to this though. I feel like Cassie didn't really get much love. Do you guys still think she's on the underrated side, or what's the deal with Cassie? Are a lot of people playing Cassie? Is she worth playing? Is she actually good? Is she kind of... Ooh, Andy's saying Cassie kind of mid, to be honest. Psycho Brody saying underrated. Cassie is perfectly rated. MSD, are you saying perfectly rated as like pretty good but not amazing or something like that? Or I mean, I think I actually played Cassie and I was like, yeah, seems all right. I'm playing Cassie is actually the GOAT. Wow. Can't play with my emotions like this, man. Laxe Cassie is hella mid. Not under, not over, just right. Really solid champ. Okay. Like saying Cassie's hella mid in my hands. I think Cassie still slept on a little because she's not super easy to use. Really? I mean, did I play? I think I played her. I remember like enjoying it. I don't remember being complicated, but this is a long time ago, man. This is almost a year ago. All right, the poll is going to Sassy out of those 4. I love Sasquatch. You know this. I don't know that I'd rank him up on Awaken. Not to rank 3 necessarily. Rank 2, yeah. Rank 3. I mean, maybe I would. His Awaken ability, like it's not 100% necessary. He's a beast without it. So yeah, maybe I still would, just because I have a personal love for Sassy. But I don't know that I could recommend everyone rank up unawakened Sassies. To rank 3, again, we're talking here. Rank 2, no problem. Rank 3, I'd probably recommend more people to hold when looking at that list. But yeah, I don't know. Okay. J Mania sending over a Looney saying, hello BG, I feel that Moondragon is underrated, but I think she is very good hard-hitting champ. Okay. We'll get there. She's not too far down the list here. All right, so watching Andy play Cassie is like watching Finn play Tigra. Oh, really? Whoa, those are big words coming out of Lags. Okay. Cassie's pretty similar, but not exactly like Tigra. I like Tigra more. Okay. Huh. I didn't realize. Cassie's good, just overshadowed by other science champs. Okay. Well, listen, maybe I'll add I don't know. If MSD is saying she's perfectly rated, then maybe that's just it. But right now, I'm gonna say, at least from my perspective, maybe Cassie a little bit on the underrated side. So, okay, moving on. I mean, Fat Man. Let me tell you something. I fought Ant-Man a lot. I've banned Fat Man a lot. I feel like many of us have either felt the wrath or like, I know he's used offensively a bunch too. The thing is, I've also made a ton of polls of like who to rank up and stuff like that. And let me tell you, the tech class used to be dominated by where is he? Used to be dominated by this guy. Anytime there was a poll involving tech champions and Nimrod was in it, already knew the results. Nimrod was gonna win. Until the little ant that could came around. And suddenly we had a new king of tech. And yeah, I would say Fat Man, he's very powerful, certainly not underrated. Many people agree that he's extremely powerful. I don't know if it's unanimous that everyone thinks he's the strongest tech champion, but I would say he's certainly regarded as the top or near top of the tech class, at least from what I've seen. Yes, the new king of tech, shocker. Ooh, well, we're almost there. We're almost there. MSD, hold your tech horses. All right, moving on to Viv Vision. What do you guys think about Viv? I'm with MSD, shocker. Yeah, wait, hold on. So Pete's in here, the real king of tech. Fat Man, more like Fart Man, got him. Wow. The ghost trash talk right there. I mean, like ghost in spirit talking through Pete, trashing other tech champs. Viv, 100% underrated. I think I need to do this a little bit. Let's get some of these comments on screen here. Viv, 100% underrated. Viv is super underrated, but super punishing if you don't execute. Forgot she's in the game. I think she's great. So a few people above were saying mid. Mid vision. Meh. Ghost over, obviously. Viv, most forgettable champ of 2023. Whoa! Dude, Lags is not messing around. Lags has some fighting words for some of these champions, man. Viv is rated not over, not or under, huh? I don't know where to put her. For now, I'm gonna maybe add her to the list here a little bit. This is not a super official list that I'm making. I'm just kind of making notes of certain champs. Lags, dude, Sandman came out this year. Oh, man. Dang. You know, I keep wanting to maybe try Sandman, but as we quickly approach him, like, every time I hear people talk about him, I'm just like, ugh. Okay. Kate Bishop. You know what's funny? I think Kate was seen as a good champion from day one. But after what we saw, what she could do in Necropolis, in hindsight, I would have said that Kate throughout the year was underrated. Because then after Necropolis came out, it was like the Kate awakening, both literally and figuratively. A lot of people awakened their Kates. A lot of people ranked up their Kates and were like, oh, okay. Amongst that, I did hear from a lot of people that, hey, they actually don't like Kate because they had a better time with Aegon or something. That said, I mean, it's pretty obvious Kate is exceptionally powerful. People know it. Kate, my love, my light, my beautiful star in the sky. She feels like home. Wow. Oh, man. So terrible at playing Kate, but she is so broken. Yeah, you know, I think there's certain champs in this game. I would say most champs in this game. Even if you're not good with the champ, you could recognize that they're strong. I mean, if they are strong, you know. You can't say that about Groot or something like that. But you can tell, like, okay, maybe it's not your play style, but come on, seeing how many champions she's able to solo, how fast, how much damage she's able to deal, we can move on. Okay, Shocker. Shocker, he was... Did I test Shocker? I think I might have tested Shocker before Kate. That right? I don't know. I don't know the timeline. Obviously, they were released back to back here, and I might have tested Kate first. I don't know. I liked both champs from initial play test. Shocker was a very different play style, or just like his whole mechanic with heavies. I just found it to be really fun, I guess. And I liked him from launch, but it was pretty clear that he didn't I don't know, he didn't get a lot of play from what I saw, at least. And then he got buffed, and I actually haven't played him since he got buffed. So what's the general consensus about this guy now? Not only, like, is he good, but is he recognized as good, or is he on the underrated side? Shocker, my light, my love, my beautiful tech star of the sky. He feels like home, but with like a new TV or something. I adore him. Wow. A lot of love and light in MST's world. A lot of champs at home. Oh, man. MST, you won the lottery with the Shocker Rebel? Or no, or Rebalance. Okay, I'm like, wait, is that even how you spell? Don't think Shocker counts as underrated. After his buff, everyone loves him and gave him the props he deserves. But that was the result of the buff. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, the buff wasn't even that long ago. Sighing profusely. Okay, hold on. What is going on here, Clarissa? What? Oh, Ziski, we're going to come back to your message too. I refuse to believe that Kate is amazing because MSD will not make a dummy for Kate vid for me. So Kate is blah. Wow. Hold on. Ziski! What's going on, dude? Yo, BG, quesadilla just now. Your fave way to eat cheese? I mean, pizza exists, so. On a burger, mozzarella sticks, nachos, on top of crackers, in a burrito / taco, on pizza, soft pretzel, dipping sauce, other. Pizza, mozzarella stick, everything else. It doesn't even register. Those are the two. I won't go on too much of a cheese, tangent here, just because we got a lot of champs to go through. But that's my list of cheese stuff right there. Don't really care for it on crackers or anything like that. Way to eat cheese one wheel at a time. I love Shocker before his buff, though he was really strong at the time, and then he got or thought he was really strong at the time, and then he got buffed. Yeah. Everyone in top chat's really high on Shocker now. Okay. All right, so Shocker, we can move on. He's not underrated. I do love this champ though, and man, I would love to get a 7-star version of Shocker. Oh, quick question before we move on, actually. His Awaken ability. Now, at the time when I tested him, I was like, yeah, you could play this dude on Awakened. However, just in like the theory, theorizing how good he is in the context of Battlegrounds, because of course, when testing champs, you can't play Battlegrounds in the beta. I was thinking his Awaken ability seems like it'd be pretty important for Battlegrounds, that the extra time you can shave off the clock. It seems like that would kind of be the difference maker in how successful the champ would be or not. What's the actual case? What's the actual verdict on this guy's Awaken ability? Is he pretty legit unawakened in Battlegrounds, or is it, do you really need that, or what's up? Kate and Shocker being my favorites and coming out back to back is pretty funny. MSD, I'm right there with you. I think that these two are probably in my top. Well, I can't really say like a top 3 or a top 5 even, because yeah, there's a bunch I haven't played test yet, so I don't know. But they were certainly made it to my favorites list of the year. You could probably play him unduped as a 7-star rank 2 plus. Okay. 620 is great too. This year's champs have been pretty damn good overall. I agreed. Big agree. Works fine. Awaken helps ramp faster. Awaken is very nice. He's still great on dupes. Doesn't need it, but it helps in some situations. Okay. Important for battlegrounds, but the attack boost you get from 7 stars is even more important for him. Okay. Okay. To be honest, I still feel like it's SIG 200 or just settle for unduped. Really. It seems a bit extreme. Take my 7-star shocker to rank 3 unduped easily. Okay. Alright. We got a few mixed opinions and stuff, but... Okay. General consensus, shocker strong, not underrated. Sandman. Now, I have heard some very mixed things about Sandman. I've heard from some people that they actually like Sandman quite a bit. I've heard from the vast majority of players that they find him to be slow and boring. I'm simplifying. Maybe people who dislike him for other reasons, not just that he's potentially slow or boring or something like that. But Sandman, I think the one thing that I can objectively say about him is that he was one of the highest requested champs to come to MCOC for years. People always said, oh yeah, I want to see Sandman added. He was a champ that, I mean, I was already familiar with his name before playing MCOC, which is not the same for all Marvel characters in this game. But yeah, whenever we talked about like, oh, which champs do people want to see added to the game, Sandman was on the list. I hate sand, Pete. I do hate sand too, man. It's annoying. Gets everywhere. Scratches you. Gets in your butt crack, you know. He's slow AF. Oh, Sandman. Hate his animations. Interesting. Trash can. And I have him as a 7-star. Oh, man. Tough one to rate. Definitely depends on person. Great defender of his meta battlegrounds. I love my Sandman. I have a SIG 40 Sandman as a 7-star from Banquet. So if chat could lie to me, I would be happy. I don't know. It's on defense. Not sure why Sandman gets the hate he gets. A tad bit underrated. Yo, meet the Sandman in the desert. He reigns. A lyrical force. What is going on here? Shifting grains in the plains. He rises with the sun as the day begins. Crafting dreams in the dunes where the story begins. You can't rhyme begins and begins. You lost me there. Sandman. Well, 6 stars, 6200. Nice. 7-star. Nah. Okay. He might be the GOAT. Andy, I can't trust you anymore. Sandman is hella underrated, to be honest. All right. Give me your honest take. It's true, Sandman actually Garbo. Okay. That's the honest take, I guess. All right. Let's just move on. Yeah, let's just move on from Sandman. Let's talk Moondragon. I'm hopeful that you guys tell me that Moondragon is underrated. I'm a little bit hopeful that you even say Moondragon needs to be awakened at high SIG. She's amazing. Because I wouldn't mind investing in awakening and SIGing up a potential 6-star Moondragon or something. Ooh, I am seeing some underrateds. Okay. Underrated AF. Love her. Remember when everyone voted Shang over Kate? Yeah. Super underrated. Underrated. She is underrated. Moody D is pretty underrated. Even Lagsan. Okay. That's my girl. Underrated bald cap. The bald cap is pretty clean. Okay. Dude. Alright. Well, she's definitely getting added to the list here. Moondragon. Feels as bald as they come. This is very true. A little over the top on the brows here, but wow, that is bald. And he said she sucks though. Wow, rude. All right, hold on. What's the deal with her awaken ability though? How necessary is it? I don't even know if I want to read it because Well, I haven't played her. I don't know anything about her abilities. I think people overrate how good he is on defense. Oh, we're talking about Sandman still. It's only good versus players who are unaware of his immunities, in which case you're probably beating an easy player. Yeah, that sounds about right. Doing special one yoga is underrated, BG? True. Maybe she's not underrated because how many people have her rated highly now. Interesting. I don't know, man. Someone just tried Moondragon on me in Battlegrounds and put up 344 points. Dang. High score. Wait, so... is she more of a... she's not that hard to fight, right? So is she more of an attack-based champ? She doesn't need to be awakened. Or awakened helps her defensively and offensively. Yeah, where do you see her mostly? Solid defender too? Big Evil, thank you for the 5 saying Big D? No. Big Evil 1. Oh man. We've got an Evil D. An Evil D approached. That's stolen the D. Dude, thank you very much. Chris with the 76 months saying please like stream. Chris, thank you very much for your generous contributions and call out to like the stream. Thank you. She is pure attacker, attack base, yes. She's a sneaky defender. If duped, good defender. Yeah, she's attack base. Okay. So mostly attack with a little bit of sneaky defense. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. So I forget the rest of my message. Please like stream or else I'll permaban with 100 people with my eyes closed. What if one of those people is me? You shut down the stream, Chris. Show mercy. Dude, seriously, thank you for the 76 months though, man. Thank you so much. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. She's much better against aggressive AI compared to Realm of Legends and Winter Soldier. Okay. I'll make a note here. Not good in Realm of Legends, maybe. All right, let's move on. I put Moondragon in underrated. Maybe people have been coming around to her or something like that. I don't know. I haven't really seen people use Moondragon, and I know I'm not on the competitive bleeding edge here. But you know, it at least hasn't trickled down to that yet or whatever. So we're gonna say underrated for Mooney D. Okay, Adam Warlock. Listen, if Sandman was one of the most requested, then looking at the rest of the champs this year, I could say that there was maybe only one champ that I heard more than Sandman. And that was Onslaught. No, I'm just kidding. That was Adam Warlock. Did Adam Warlock live up to the hype? Is he good? Is he somehow underrated? Is he somehow overrated? What's the deal? What's going on there? Yo, Jodo, hitting that member button. I think that's the first time. Jodo, thank you very much. Really appreciate it, man. Welcome. Please enjoy your banana along with all these kick-ass custom emojis, dude. Thank you very much. Adam, a tad overrated. Ooh. But MSD saying Adam is busted with a capital B. He's rated fine. I'm certainly not going to put him on the... well, I was about to say I'm certainly not going to put him on the underrated side because I think enough people like him. But still, I'd rather hear what you guys have to say. But it does seem like most people do say finally rated or something. He's the golden boy. I think he's rated correctly. Very, very good. Okay. He's like an 8 out of 10 champ, but the hype makes people think he's a 9 out of 10. Interesting. Okay. Adam Warlock, more like bad am Warlock. Dude, Pete just... I've never seen Pete choose violence this hard. Pete's going in on these... Oh, man. Alright, hang on. Lags with the 25 months saying, Mod Andrew the Rough. Who? Am I even saying this name right? Is that Andrew? There uff? Oh man, I'm sorry, Andy. Lags, thank you for the 25 months, dude. Holy cow. Has it been that long? I'll tell you what. We'll compromise, and I won't be modding anyone today, but we'll make Andy part of the Cap for Mod game when it returns very soon. So yeah, maybe. Jacob Dizzato with the bug as well. Jacob, thank you. Jacob, where? Let me go this way. Whoops. Is it this message? Sandman is good on defense. You're oversimplifying Sandman. You could say thing is easy if you know how to count rock stars. You know how to count rock stars. We're talking energy drinks. Do you have to do anything like that for Sandman? I don't know. I don't feel like I run into that sort of issue with Sandman almost ever. But maybe I don't play against him enough. You might be right. It's a solid opinion, solid take, maybe. But we'll probably move on for now. But still, you might be right, and then we'll all look back to this comment and say, dude, Jacob was right. Mustafa, thank you for the toonie. Saying BG, reworked Spider is the most underrated champ. Ooh. You know, I hadn't even considered the reworked champions, because this is technically not the complete list of champs released in 2023. Get Spooky to open that cav, easy mod. Oh man. Feeling spicy today, what can I say? Pete, I like it. Okay, I think we're gonna move on from Adam, and whether he's underrated or overrated, that might be up to you guys, but I think the kind of general takeaway from the chat overall is properly rated enough. Some people would disagree exactly his powers, but he's not a forgotten champ. I would say that much at the very least. Mustafa, thank you again for the toonie. Whoa. The memberships here, man. iTox hitting that banana button as well. Just saying banana. Dude, welcome. Please enjoy your banana. Along with all these banana emojis and broccolis and stuff like that as well, dude. Thank you very much. Dude, Pete with the 74 freaking months too. Just with the bananas and beans in the chat. Gotta love it. Pete, dude, thank you so freaking much. 74 months. You and Chris combined, that's like more months than the entire history of the universe. Mr. Creed, hitting that banana bud too, saying, figured I should finally let my banana grow. I'm saying, you know, it's a natural, normal thing. Let your bananas grow, people. Now, Mr. Creed, thank you too, dude. I hope your banana grows to levels that no one has ever seen before. I do need to update the bananas and add more levels. We still have like the deathless bananas in my notes here to work on. Okay, yeah, Danny Moonstar though. So, real quick. The latter half of the year, I didn't really play all these champs that much. There's a lot that I haven't played. But out of like the initial, you know, first half, I guess we could say, of champs for the year, my top three in no particular order was Kate, Shocker, and Danny. I really liked Danny from the start, but liking a champion doesn't necessarily mean that they're a successful champion. So Danny, she needed the buff, but she's solid now. Okay. Danny just sucks. Dang, that hurts. As a Danny fan, that hurts. Oh, Danny's a bit too rigid for me. Yeah, there are times where she's got incredible fights. I remember this from testing. There were times where the fights were incredible, but then there were times where, like, I don't know. I didn't quite feel the power, but I kind of chalked that up to maybe lack of experience or something like that. Of the more you play her, the more you know how to generate those incredible fights. I don't know. Danny definitely underrated. People like Lags put her worse than Sandman. Lags, where are you at, dude? Danny Midstar. Oh my god. Worse than Sandman? Sandman more like Sadman. Pete is just relentless. Danny just got buffed. Hard to say. Maybe. I'm gonna skip over her for now. I'm not gonna add her to the list. But maybe that's a mistake. Maybe that just shows that she is underrated. I don't know. That was before her rebalancing though, so now maybe she's better than Sandy. Lax, have you played her post buff? What got changed about her anyway? I don't even know. You know, it'd be a sick addition to Aunt May. I don't know how difficult this would be. But it'd be cool to see like rebalancing notes on these champs and have kind of like a timestamp. So like down here it would be like release and then like a date and then like a change note or something like that. God, Aunt May is already so good though. Gonna take a nap, have fun, folks. Alright, Pete. Later, dude. If not, okay. Good question. I play her all the time, and I can't see what they changed, huh? Energy vulnerability, 20 seconds to 24 seconds. Okay. Offensively, I think Danny might be better than Sandman. Defensively, Sandman over Danny. Okay. I think she's significantly better than Sandman. Eventually, she'll be a Nick counter. What does that mean eventually, though? And she's already great versus Kingpin. She's great for battle rounds because her phase really helps. Full health finishes. Your chat doesn't know about the power of Danny and Sandy. Thanos, show us the way. Show us the power. She's built to take Nick, but he's too buggy to reliably do that. I thought they fixed the bugs. Gonna be a toss-up every update. I mean, okay. You might be right in that even though there's no bugs in this game, there have been a time, an occasion or two where like a grasshopper snuck in, you know? It's not even a real bug, it's like, it's kind of a, you know. Alright, let's move on though. I maybe, you know. I don't know whether to put her underrated or not, but I'm gonna not put her underrated for now. Let's keep this train moving. Lady D. There's always more bugs. Danny's better than Moon Dragon in my opinion, and I use both of them as 7 stars all the time. Ooh, Mr. Creed. I don't like Danny, but I just don't. I might need to use her more, but I just don't like her. It's fair. Mid, meh. Lady D, very good. MSD, where do you place Lady D? Would you say... Let's say, like, Kate, because these are your 2 favorite. Or amongst your favorite, at least. Were Kate and Shocker. So let's say these were 10 out of 10s. Relative to them, not relative to everything else in this game, just relative to those 2. How many points do you subtract? Where is out of 10? Where do you see her? You don't see all the summoner choice chaps? They're almost all bugged. Wow. You know what, Martin? I'm not going to make you take a lap for that one. That was, it's not good enough to make me laugh. But, here, I'll give you this. Lady D is good, maybe a bit underrated. Has weird damage scaling in that attack buff nodes don't really help her damage. I'd say she's a bit underrated. She's a decent bullseye counter, so I kind of want her now. Really? How do you counter bullseye? Is it like damage over time effects, or what's the deal there? She can tank specials, which is highly underrated. Yeah. Of her playstyle and animations. Lady D is good. She has good utility, but her damage is mid. Yeah, I don't love the damage of Lady D. Lady D pretty good, to be honest. Just slow on attacks. She's like 7.5 to 8. A lot of utility and decent damage. Okay. Kate is a 10 and Shocker is a 427,692. Well, we're not talking about heavy attacks. You need evade counter and bleed immune. Oh, is that what you need? Okay. MSD, you're a 10. Wow. I don't know. I'm not going to put her on the underrated. Maybe that's a mistake. Yeah, I don't know, man. Unless you guys really think otherwise. If you think kind of like properly rated, put that in the chat. If you think underrated, overrated, boil it down to one word. Otherwise, we're going to move on to Silk. Don't you know what? Don't even say about Silk just yet. We'll give it like 10 seconds and then we'll move to Silk. Poor Sandman. It's like Danny has great damage, not much utility, but Lady D, great utility. Damage. If you combine the two, what a force to be reckoned with. If you combine the two, honestly, if you combine these two champions, Lady Deathstrike and Ghost, do you know who you get? Oh wait, I already said Ghost. I already spoiled it. God. God damn it, dude. If you combine Lady Deathstrike, you'll never guess who you're gonna get when combined with Daddy Moonstar, her phase capabilities. Ghost. Anyway. Underrated for sure. Properly. Lady D 8 out of 10. Lady isn't necessarily underrated. I think she's rated properly. Overrated. All right, we're gonna move on. I'm not gonna add her to the list. Some people do think she's underrated, but we're gonna move on. Okay, Silk. Now, when Silk came out, I think she had pretty explosive damage, and that is always a big draw to a champion. Seeing that kind of damage. Fun to play. But that was 6 months ago. How do people feel about Silk today? She's still seen as amazing. Has she fallen off a bit? Thoughts? Silk, my love. Silk, awesome. I think Silk is where she should be. This is all subjective. It is absolutely subjective, yep. Overrated AF. Silk, other goat. Perfectly rated. Silk is rated fine. Okay. Alright, I think we can kind of move past Silk fairly quick. Alright, Gabe, thank you very much for the 2, saying ABG. When you get a minute, check tweet. Okay. We'll go ahead and check that real quick. Let's see. Yeah, what do we got? A few months ago, I asked you for help to Cav, and a week ago, I just got Paragon. Dude, nice. Thanks to you and other YouTubers like Lags and MSD. Had no problem choosing the right champs to rank up. Check out my progress. P.S. I'm really enjoying the stream. Keep it up. Oh, thanks, man. Man, congrats. Oh, Pete just left to take a nap. He would love to see this, though. Awesome, dude. Hell yeah. We got Hulk in there. Damn. Yeah, that's some progress. Dude, only level 55. Paragon. Nice, man. Very nice. Sick stuff. Only one more title up for grabs now. On to Valiant. Silk is overrated. There are plenty of science that are better. Ooh. Interesting, giving it a science-specific spin on it. Silk is like a 9 out of 10, but people think she's an 11 out of 10. Wow, okay. Mr. Creed agrees. I took Photon up over Silk. No comparison, IMO. She's no Scorpion. Dude, you type Scrop too? I type, whenever I type Scorp to put in a title, for whatever reason, it comes out as Scrop. Just the way my hands are positioned on the keyboard, I guess. The R, I tried to hit the O first. I don't know. Anyway. She's no Scrop, Hulk, or Titania. Okay, well, I would say she's certainly not underrated. There's an argument that some would maybe make that maybe slightly overrated within the context of the science. I feel like maybe I could see that. I would also say that didn't Fintech take Silk for when he won the Battle Realm Brawl? Almost called it the Summoner Showdown. Didn't he select Silk? Does anyone know how Fintech feels? If he regrets that choice at all? I would suspect no. But I don't know. Either way, I think we can move on. More overrated than underrated? Okay. Alright, let's move on. Kindred. God, I hate this champion. Stupid Kindred. Thoughts? It was like 4 months ago? I know, it wasn't that long ago. But things change. Things change quickly. Ooh, Kinney. Tell me about him, MSG. Trash. As had if awakened. So could be my #1 champ in the 7-star pool to rank 3. Okay. Elite Kindred. Oh. Bug, Kindred, annoying. Yeah, I find him annoying. Offense, terrible. Defense, oh yeah. I just imagine the Kool-Aid man on defense now. Just because you saying, oh yeah. Or maybe that's actually more of a Snap It to a Slim Jim. Well, Randy Savage. Oh yeah. Defender, that's it. So Keats Kindred. Kindred is no bueno. Rated defender only. Okay. I feel like he's properly rated as an annoying defender. If you guys were to tell me that he's actually a god on attack or something like that, then I would add him to the list of underrated champs. But I think most people understand. Yeah, he's there to annoy you on defense. He fits the bug theme very well, because that's what bugs are to most people, at least. Sorry to any bug lovers out there. What's like the scientific term for someone that studies bugs? Sorry to that group if there's anyone in the chat right now. But for most people, bugs are kind of annoying, and he lives up to it. I think we can move on. Actually, real quick, defensively, his awaken ability. I think at the time when he was released, a lot of people were saying he needed to be awakened to be annoying on defense. Is that still true? Or can you still, like, if you got a 7-star Kindred and with no way to awaken him in sight, would you still put him in the deck? Obviously, it matters based on what your deck is looking like. But let's say he's of similar rank to your other champs. If you're rocking mostly 7-star rank 2s and he was 7-star rank 2, would he make the deck? Bug Doctor is the common nomenclature. Okay. Bug Doctor. Entomologist, is that what it is? Okay. Study of bugs. Put a gem on my 6-star. And we all hate you for it, Falstaff. You can still get wins unduped, but we'll get crushed at higher levels. Okay. Why in God's name is he immune to incinerate? It's a good question. I don't know. Wait, is he immune to incinerate? Oh. Well, he's... Okay, it makes sense. He's being forged in the flames of hell. That'll do it. He looks like it. Easier to be unduped for sure. Okay. Okay. So we'll say, for the most part, awakened, but if your roster is not super strong, you can get by with him in there unawakened. That's the general takeaway I'm getting, at least. Falstaff said it over Buck saying, read last. What is... Oh, here we go. Kindred took me directly to the highest I've ever gotten in Battlegrounds because I got lucky and pulled him out of a preview crystal from the store. Ooh, okay. You know, this is what Lags was just talking about. So, if you missed the conversation from yesterday, a little bit of what Lags was saying was that some of the annoying defenders, they're felt much more quickly these days since the preview bundle now guarantees those champs. And this is kind of a testament of that power, where before they didn't guarantee the champs, and if you did pull an annoying defender like Kindred early, two things: one, it gave you a bit more of an advantage, and two, it wouldn't, like, that champion wouldn't be seen as much by players. So you know, less experience fighting them, or just less that you have to deal with them in general. Maybe you're like, I'm not even going to take the time to learn right now, I'll just ban them. Bottom line is, it has a big impact that people are able to access these champs more rapidly these days. Okay, let's move on. Photon. A back-to-back pairing of annoyance, I would say. Photon, though. Thoughts? Photon is not someone that I tested. I believe I did actually test Kindred. Photon, I did not. And I think that I've been hearing from people that offensively, she's pretty good, too. All my homies got an ascended onslaught. 10 out of 10. I was the one monthly you can get from the Black ISO market, so super lucky. Wow, yeah, that is super lucky. Okay, sorry, I missed some of these comments here. So, Photon is cracked, top 5. Annoying, no nerf Photon. Are you saying 2 nerfer or like no nerf? Please no nerf, something like that. Not under or overrated, just right. Good on defense, best champ of the year. Whoa. 2023 got to be the year of defenders. Yeah, man, there's been a lot of them. She's Photon. Moving on. Photon is light work. Photon is a banger. Great dual threat, perfectly rated. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not putting her on the underrated list, but still wanted to gauge a little bit more. She's a champ that I need to play. I'm gonna add her to like my need to play list. Whoa, Lags! In here with the Slightly overrated. Photon is a DLL champ, enough said. He has made some very powerful champs. Photon is great, both attack and defense. He's so underrated offensively. Obviously OP on defense. Okay. Who's like your guys' top counters for Photon? When you like draft this champion, you're like, oh, I don't even care that they have Photon. This is gonna be easy stuff. I genuinely can't believe they didn't tune her down. Wow. That's really saying something. Do they do Champ of the Year yet? Kabam? Champ of the Year? They should. It'd be cool if they did. Wait. Okay, hold on, I'm missing some of these counters. Okay, so Mantis, Torch, and Scorpion. Zemo, Mantis, Scorpion, Zemo. A lot of Mantises. Elsa. Mantis, Werewolf, Scorp. Okay. Kingpin. Okay. Okay. Seeing some Kates down here as well. Okay. Crossbones. Interesting. A little Black Widow deodorant. Also interesting. Okay. Alright, well, we're going to move on from Photon because she's certainly not underrated. So, let's move on. Vox. Now, I haven't seen a whole lot of Vox, but I'm pretty quickly thinking we should add this guy to the underrated list because I've seen a little bit of him in action. I'm not saying no one's using Vox, by the way. I'm just saying he's a champ I don't really see much. And I think at release, a lot of people were saying he was kind of boring or something like that. I don't remember the adjectives that people were saying about Vox. But it wasn't great stuff. A lot of people saying underrated. Vox is a badass. Vox my favorite of the year. Underrated. Underrated. What's up, Peanut, by the way? Underrated. Under. Definitely under. Wow. Vox. Okay. We're adding him to the list. Feel like I never see him in the game. I always thought he looked pretty cool, but I thought when watching Andy's stream yesterday, was it yesterday? Was it the day before? I don't know. The animations kind of blew me away. I kind of forgot what his animations looked like, and dude, I was like, this guy looks sick. So if everyone thinks he's underrated, what's that tell us? Yeah, I don't know. It's funny. I was thinking about that too. I'm like, if everyone thinks he's underrated, what does that actually mean, for one? And for two, like, if he gets ranked up and played more, well, then people start to think he's overrated. It's quick how things like that can change, but that's absolutely how it works sometimes. Sometimes a champ can go from underrated to overrated and vice versa. He looks sick and he slaps. Victory screen is hands down the coolest in the game. I don't know the victory screen off the top of my head. Well, so, okay, out of all of the champs that we've looked at so far, Vox is probably the most universally underrated according to you guys. I hadn't seen that many underrateds before. So, we might have a winner. Real quick before we move on, though, because we do have some other champs to go through here. Awakening. Does he need to be awakened or what? If you got this guy as a 7-star, would you be able to play him right away? Or would it be better to go with a 6-star that you can awaken and sig up and all that stuff? What's the deal here? I did not test this guy. I do not know how any of his abilities work. Brought mine into Necropolis is great. Okay. Doesn't need the dupe at all, but it's cool to have. Okay. Okay. And he said Vox was MVP this meta. Is that true? Andy confesses this true. He looks sick and slaps. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we can move on. Vox, certainly, I would say the highest on the list for underrateds. Okay, Gladiator. How do you guys feel about Gladiator? This is a pretty divisive topic. I've heard everything from Gladiator is totally underrated to Gladiator is like the biggest disappointment. Spill your guts on Gladiator, man. Oh, Lag's already saying most garbage champ of the year. Wow. Gladiator sucks poop. Wow. Throws me back to one of the concerts I went to as a wee lass. Wait, wee laddie. No, I was already like 20 or something like that. Shout out to Devin Townsend that told everyone in the crowd to suck a turd to a point and stab ourselves with it. That guy was crazy. Awesome, though. Anyway. Most garbage champ. Bro, skip him. Great movie. Underrated. Trash. Womp, womp, womp. He's bad. Needs that buff. Yeah, I mean, he's getting buffed, so I guess we can... Yeah, exactly what MSD says here. Need to revisit him. That's... I think that's pretty accurate. We can't really... Let's move on. Gladiator, I think if I could sum up what I've seen most from the community is a bit of disappointment, even if he's got some capabilities. Maybe not quite enough. And well, that's what Kabam seems to think as well. So they're gonna rebalance. So okay, moving on. Morbius. Now, Lags, I remember you specifically saying that you thought Morbius had a potential to be champion of the year. Do you still think that way? It hasn't been that long, but sometimes the that new champion smell can wear off pretty quick. Happens to the best of us. Hope his buff is Sandman level. Wow. He's so disappointing, even my mom rolls her eyes. Wow. This is still about Gladiator. Okay. Morbius is nice. Morb is overrated. He's good, though. Dude, Morbius is definitely underrated. Definitely underrated, huh, Red Dog? Overrated Morbius. Good, but light on utility. Yeah, he's good. Nothing crazy. Okay. I misunderstood the way his SIG works. He's not nearly as good as I thought. Ah, okay. Okay. Special 2 goes boom. Okay. Decent kindred counter, question mark. Good defender, but offensive isn't special. Okay. Overrated when he came out. Okay. Well, it's one thing to be overrated when the champ comes out, but once the dust settles, that's kind of where we're at now. I don't hear people talk about Morbius that much these days. How often does he get used? If you guys were to say like to the people that have like awakened Morbiuses in their roster or something, has he been useful for recent Battleground seasons? And if so, what's like a percentage of drafts that you'll take him in? Is he like the rare pick? Is he a 50-50? Is he a near auto grab? I guess that's probably, we're probably getting too into the weeds here because it's going to depend on the meta, right? So he makes my deck almost every month. Okay. It's great for Battleground meta when he came out. Yeah, I think that was by design too, right? I think Kabam is trying to do that a little bit more. Is kind of try to sell these champs that'll be good in the moment, that a little bit more enticing for people to grab them up. Still super solid champ, though. Very versatile once awakened. Okay. All right. Really good battleground attacker for me. Okay. The thing is, it's not their fault. Science class is so stacked, you can only put in so many. Yeah. All right. Well, I think we can move on. I would say he's not underrated. A lot of people have him, too. I think part of what makes underrated champs, not always the case, but part of what can make champs underrated is just lack of attainability. I remember we used to see, I don't know if we still see this, but I remember people used to like make these threads on Reddit or forums or even post videos, and they're like, God, no one's playing this champion. I can't believe everyone's missing how good this champion is. And it's like, dude, the champ came out yesterday. Unless you're willing to drop, you know, $1,000+ just for a chance to get the champion. It's not that people are like missing how good the champ could be. It's just that we can't get the champ yet, you know. But in Morbius's case, a lot of people were able to get him through the summer special that was going on. Okay. Anyway, werewolf. What's up? Werewolf is interesting to me. He's in that monster class of champs, and I love playing the monster classes of champs. His animations are a little funky though. Like, I love the way he looks here. He looks awesome here. But his like stance in game is so weird. It was a little off-putting, honestly, but then I saw MSD in Vancouver playing werewolf, and I was like, okay, I'm sold. Number one most underrated, in my opinion. I didn't think the doggo was that good until I pulled the 7-star. Now, are you just saying that because he was really good in this like past season? Or is he like legit that good? Overrated werewolf. Doggo, amazing. Doggo wolf is nuts. Slightly underrated, absolutely shreds. Overrated. The wolf, my dog. Underrated. Best wolf in the game. Wow. Best wolf in the game, huh? A wolf by night, BG, with more hair at day. Wow. Mustafa, thank you very much for hitting that banana button, dude. We interrupt this wolf discussion. Last thing you were saying was underrated. He's very bursty. Okay. Dude, thank you so much. Welcome. Please enjoy your banana as well, along with all the kick-ass custom emojis. If this stream was prior to this Battleground meta, more people would agree how underrated he is. So you think this season really hyped him up, really kind of sold his potential? Is it staying potential, though, or is it... Was super underrated, but people are realizing his power? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think that is a fair assessment, that if we were doing the stream before the season... But I don't know that I could necessarily put him on underrated at this point. I understand how good he is now outside of the Battleground meta. Okay. Okay. Okay, so he was a little bit of a delayed hit. But I think the general takeaway that I'm seeing now is that people get it. In great part due to the season. He goes woof. Sometimes he goes woof. Most of the time he goes, woof. MSD, I don't know if anyone could put it more clearly than that. You have a high-ranked wolf? You will know how good he is. Okay. Well, I don't. I don't have high-ranked. All right, I'll leave him out of the underrated talks, just because of yeah, the recency of how good he's slaughtering things this season. Okay, Maestro. When it comes to Maestro, actually, hold on. Because I was about to say when it comes to Maestro, I want to talk offense and defense, but I just realized. Werewolf. Is this dude entirely an attacker, or does he have some defensive power as well? What's up with the offense and defense, or strictly the defense of Werewolf? Or is he just an attacker? His damage is Rupture, one of the best sources. He has his own power gain, plus Mystic Dispersion, 4th biggest health pool in the game, second upon his release. And he is, he a dog, dang. Say just an attacker. Oh, I shouldn't have moved on to Maestro, because we're seeing the mixed Maestro stuff. Can catch you on defense because of his AI being weird. Okay. Wolf can be annoying on D. Okay. So, some defensive potential. I mean, he's Mystic, so anytime, you know, Mystic champs, they always have a little bit of that potential too. All right, let's officially move on to Maestro now. So, what did MSG say here? Maestro is pretty underrated on offense, but we really need that dupe as a 7-star to truly see his might. Okay. Maestro is heavily overrated on both attack and defense. Was only scary on defense because people didn't know how to counter him. Let me ask you guys this. 2 questions. 1, what counters are you guys using for Maestro? And 2, what's like the average takedown time? Because I think with some champions are not necessarily difficult to fight. They are just so sturdy that like let's say Sasquatch. Sasquatch isn't hard to fight, but his health pool is massive. In addition to some other things that you have to play around that also slows down the fight. Or certain champs, if they just have a high amount of crit resistance or something like that, or Korgs, you know, rock stacks they have to chew through, all that stuff. So what's up with Maestro? Is he good because he's actually scary, like he's gonna kill you, or is he good because he slows down the fight enough that you just win because you just have that much extra time to play with? Not great defender once people face him more. Always used in offense. Nexus banner. Van promised us a roadblock. We got an effing roadblock. Maestro is my boy. Wins so many matches. A pain with all his immunities. Shocker, less than 50 seconds. To be honest, I get 80% finishes with Professor X and Safeguard meta. Just ban Maestro, Tigra, Abs Wolf, Kate, Tigra. Okay. Doggo counters him. Jug's another one. Kushala. This meta wasn't great because some of the best mystics don't do dot. True. And the slower you were, the harder he was to take down. Yeah. You know it's great for Maestro? Woof. Okay. Maestro number 2, biggest health pool in the game. Best glancing, 100% basics. Unavoidable damage. He is top 5 defender in the game, no doubt in my mind. Ooh. Okay. When the fight goes on, the harder it is to take him down. Interesting. One thing I'd love to see is for everyone who explores Necropolis, has Maestro permanently added to their basic 7-star crystal pool. Interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. Added to the basic pool. I think that could be a fun way to sort of expand the basic pool in some ways. Now, of course, it should expand on its own, but if there was ways that you like accomplish something and then it expanded the pool or so, I don't hate that idea. It could be cool. On the flip side, some people wouldn't want to see Maestro there, and then it does take away Kabam's potential to sort of spice up certain offers later on or something, or I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. There's pros and cons to that. What's up, Bobbin? Okay. Well, I think we can move on from Maestro. I'm not going to put him as underrated or anything. I don't quite know how I feel about him. I personally hate fighting him, but I think I haven't personally figured out who I like using best for him. And this meta, I feel like wasn't really the best time for me to learn that. So I was mostly losing against him. Let's move on to chee'ilth. Andy and I talking top 5 defenders right now. Our list had Photon, Onslaught, Maestro, and Bullseye, all 2023 champs. Whoa, Bullseye 2024, right? Me when the top 4 defenders in the game all came out within the last year. What about the top attackers? Are the attackers evolving as fast as the defenders? That's a topic for another stream. Going through the best of the best for each. Okay, anyway, sorry, chee'ilth. Let's get back on track here. So Zafar saying underrated. Goat. Underrated in both defense and offense. When chee'ilth came out, I kept hearing things like uninteresting, boring, or something. I don't know. Never seen her on attack. I've never played her, and I don't think I've had to fight her either. Or maybe I did once. I think there was one battleground match I played against her or something. I don't know. chee'ilth is underrated solely because so many people don't have her. Okay. But she's also seemingly busted. So maybe it is that MCOC gotcha phenomenon that I was talking about, where maybe just not enough people have gotten her yet because she is still new. Mustafa, thank you very much for the loony. Saying Maestro looks like BG if he was a champ. Well, how about now? It's not bad, right? Shout out to White Mummy on this. That's so good. Mustafa, thank you very much. Chee'ilth is better than people think. Sim did a great Necro run with her recently. Okay. Lagsy knows that Bowser mains are the coolest people. Lags. What happened to that one time that we played Smash and I used Bowser? What happened again? Can you refresh my memory? Just went on a 10-win streak to Gladiator Circuit for the first time. Harder than completed Acropolis, not gonna lie. Sometimes, yeah. Acropolis, you get through it if you got the resources to back you up. Is she good or just for this meta? Well, it seems like she was using Acropolis, but she has clutched so many battleground matches for me. I've lost count. Really? Lags. I didn't even know you had her ranked up. When we get a 1v1 again, I want revenge. I don't know. That was probably the last time I played Smash, dude. I still think it's kind of crazy that people play Smash competitively. Like, absolutely, people do whatever you want, but for me, it's just always been like a party game where I can't even think about it in a competitive way. Hold on, it's weird because I highly rate chee'ilth. She's amazing, but I've seen other people rank her like bottom 5 to 10 of 2023. So I definitely think there's people out there heavily underrating her. Okay, well. Brian Stroh. Came out with Kushala, who's another DLL champ. So the shine was elsewhere. Okay. I think I'm gonna put chee'ilth on the underrated side, but I do think it definitely does touch on that notion that she's just new and might need a bit more time. But yeah, she's we'll put her underrated for now. Okay, so speaking of Kushala, I got my first taste of kushala when I was doing the, stream where if I lost, I gave MSD $5. MSD almost put me out of house and home in that stream, even though he had no part in it. But anyway, so kushala, I got my ass whooped pretty hard. Like, I lost the match in like 20 seconds or something. Is she that good? Is it just the meta that was going on? What are just the overall thoughts? And while we're on the subject, because she looks really cool, and I'd like to play her, so I'm kind of curious. While sharing your thoughts, hit me with like the awakening thoughts. She need to be awakened? Does it not matter that much? What's up? We shot another maestro counter. She's the only champ that killed me in the last war season we pushed. Dang. Perfectly rated. Kushala goat. Underrated, but we've seen her true capabilities. Perfectly rated. A god on attack. Is she just an attacker, or is she a defender as well? Good. She has a good Red Hulk synergy? What's that? Or is that still about chee'ilth? Hold on a sec. I'm curious. Damaging effects gain plus 15% increased potency. Oh, that is nice. Okay, I'm not even gonna read shield side. So I still don't even know how she works. Everyone I've seen rates her very highly rated. Okay. Sometimes champs are overrated for the exact reason that champs can be underrated. They're new and they see one person crush with the champ, and it just so happens to be like that one person's really good with the champ, and then everyone else is like, actually don't love her. I'm not saying that's what's going on here. I'm just saying that can go both ways of champs being so new. Kushala is near the Mortal Kombat side of being overrated. Whoa. Won't finish in 20 seconds, but 50 to 70 seconds, sure. Needs to be awakened at least Sig 80. Okay. Rated pretty well. One of the best mystic attackers and not really a defender. Okay. Goop is great. Makes her a bit less stressful to play. She's a good nuke with some bomb utility. Some metas can make her a nuker. Or make her nukier. Okay. Unduped is stressful. Gotcha. Slayer likes her well. Is there a CGR synergy here? Of course. Damaging effects gain 10% increased potency. Okay. One day DLL will make a dud? Well, let's hope not. But statistically, probably at some point. What's your favorite champ of the year, BG? I don't know. See, there's some of the later ones I haven't even touched. But in the first half of the year, at least, the top three in no order were Kate Shocker and Danny. I don't know who my favorite would be. Anyone sleeping on Kushala is gonna get wrecked. Okay. Alright, well, she's not underrated then. Let's move on. Deathless Guillotine. Now, before we start talking about Deathless Guillotine, I think Kabam already stated that this is... Well, I don't think they use the words story character, but I'm going to use the word story character, where it's part of our stories, the players' stories. I mean, Guillotine is like, yeah, I mean, this is like a Gabe creation that is part of the story, but whatever. Anyway, what I'm getting at is this is like one piece of the puzzle for players to collect all the Deathless champs, and the initial Deathless champs, they're not that strong. They're not meant to be strong. They're just meant as a stepping stone to unlock the actual powerful Deathless champ that we need all of the Oh, they're deathless champs. So, I mean, we don't need to sit here for long. I am curious to hear maybe just a couple of thoughts from you guys, but we already know she's not designed to be that powerful. Do you guys wish that she was more powerful though? Or are you guys fine with them releasing just a cool looking character that, you know, is not super amazing? Quick little side thing too. Do you guys wish that once you unlocked deathless guillotine that you could make, like, maybe this doesn't matter because regular guillotine doesn't really get that much play anyway. But like, if you unlock deathless guillotine, do you guys wish that you could sort of like change the model of the default one? Sort of turning a little bit of skins on for MCOC, but in a somewhat unique way. Don't even have deathless guillotine yet because she's so hit. I gotta unlock mine still too. Gustavo, thank you for another loony saying, FBG, who should I take up to rank 3? 6-star unduped Jugs, Hulk, or Awakened Valkyrie? Ooh, that's a tough one, man. We're gonna make a poll on that. I've been playing my Hulk a lot, who I enjoy, but let's see. Who to rank up? We've got this is Jugs, unduped. We've got Hulk and Valk duped. I think Hulk is unduped as well. Oh yeah, okay, alright, yeah. Oh my god. Stupid 9. Okay. Polls live. Death is only good as profile pick, yeah. She's the right leg of the Megazord. Couldn't have said it better myself. Worst champs of the year would be worst if not for Gladiator. Wow. 5 out of 10. Okay. Alright. Well, she's not meant to be anything crazy, so we're not gonna stay here for too long. Let's move on. Let's see how this poll's looking first. Okay, it's pretty even here. Valkyrie! I don't hear that many people talk about Valkyrie anymore. Maybe there's just not that much to talk about. She still gets played a lot, right? Or does she not? Because Valkyrie was, she was a little bit underrated on release, I think, but then quickly rose in popularity. It didn't take that long. And, a lot of people really talked up Valkyrie for a while. The tough thing about going with Hulk, and I guess Jugs too, they're both available as 7 stars now. So going like with an unduped version of him. It is Sig 20 for this Valk though. I think a lot of people say she needs high Sig, right? Needs Sig 200 to completely ignore Unstoppable. I'm gonna end the poll, but man, this is pretty split. I have to say Hulk myself, just because I've enjoyed Hulk more than I've enjoyed Jugs, and I still haven't ranked up my Valkyrie. But at a low Sig, I would say maybe hold on that until you could Sig her up, and yeah, my vote would be for Hulk personally. She's like Quake. I think people get bored of her. I personally didn't really think her playstyle looked that fun. That's the reason why I didn't rank her and play her yet. But I think everyone is in agreement that her being useless is pretty lazy. There's no reason why they can't go from the regular version and build upwards. No reason for her to be worse than regular guillotine. I have mixed feelings on it. I don't know that starting any opinion is good to start it off like this. I think everyone is in agreement. Because, yeah, that can quickly shut down conversations about it. But I was hoping that it would be a carbon copy of Guillotine, like buffed Guillotine, with a couple of small twists. to make her unique. But otherwise, like, a very close copy compared to some other characters that have multiple versions where they're like entirely different, you know. I was only looking for like maybe one or two little differences to kind of give her a little bit of extra firepower or something. That's kind of what I was hoping for, but I don't know. I don't hate the idea that it's sort of building towards something bigger. Okay, let's move on to Onslaught though. Underrated, overrated, properly rated. What's if you guys are using Onslaught in your Battlegrounds decks, what's kind of the general win percentage, and are you using him offensively or defensively? Give me a little rundown. Onslaught is a menace. Great at attack, great at defense, candidate for champ of 2023. It'll only get better and age like a fine wine. ZZZZZ, overrated AF. Manus, another annoying defender. The K dots on Deathless Guillotine MA page is sad. Just mid in every tier. Oh, man. I'm going most overrated is Cassie Lang. Wait. Oh, most underrated. Sorry, Buddy Lee. Most underrated is Cassie Lang and Viv. They're on my list. There's only 5 champs that made it to my underrated list. I was trying to be a bit critical of like, yeah, trying to keep champs off of the list. Properly rated, dude will probably get nerfed because he's too bust, it seems like. He's a monster on both attack and defense. December champ, how people already have him. The preview bundle, for 1, guarantees. And then 2, arenas are not... Let's see what he went for in arena, actually. Hold on. Curious. I wasn't here in the end of December to see... arena cutoffs. Okay. So, for 6-star features... Onslaught, 121 million for 398 in round 1. Round 2, we don't have an accurate number here because this is only for rank 135. But maybe it was about the same. I don't know. But yeah, about 120 mil for this guy. It's doable. Bullseye is looking kind of up there as well. This is rank 332, so there's definitely some drop off there, but seems like people like Bullseye or wanted to get Bullseye too. Arena's Chill AF, 130 mil, basically guarantees you the champ. Yeah, I mean that's not too bad, honestly. These days, 120 plus million, not that bad. It's in part due to our rosters, the refresh timers. Some people having Arena Express, and then just less people chasing the champ because of the guaranteed and the preview bundle. If you think Onslaught is overrated, you guys are delusional or don't have him, hee. Fight me on this, dang. Instant ban. There's so many better mutants. Ooh, this is an interesting take because to a lot of people, this was the first good champion in the mutant class in a long time. A lot of people were really calling for a busted mutant. Got Bullseye for 127 million, plays 346. We went for about 120. Okay. 115 missed by 12 ranks for Bullseye. Oof. RIP to that person. BG, don't forget to do reworked champs. Who all made it to the list for 2023 for reworked champs? It's a little bit of a blur. I know Iron Man certainly did, right? Iron Man, Red Skull. Sandman. Well, Sandman doesn't count. That's rebalance of a new released. We're talking about old champ. Best since Kitty, easy. Okay, well, Onslaught, he's definitely not on the underrated side. So, regardless of how you feel, if you think he's maybe a little overrated or something, it's fine to have that opinion, but he's not underrated. We can say that at least. Didn't Hulk get reworked? He did, but that wasn't. Was that in 2023? Like the earlier we get in the year for when champs are reworked, I can't recall like if they were end of 2022 or beginning of 2023 or something. Hulk buff was 2022, I'm pretty sure. That's what I was thinking too, but I don't know. Was Spidey this year? I can't even remember that. But well, let's start with Red Skull then. Thoughts on Red Skull? Underrated? Over? Has not enough time passed for this guy? Has the dust not settled? I haven't come across, I don't think, any Red Skulls. Maybe one Battleground match or something with Red Skull. But I certainly haven't seen much. I think Karate Man, I think there was a comment about Karate Man having one ranked up or something. Red Skull underrated AF. I'm taking him to rank 5 and ascending, says Dooley Ray. Ooh, Dooley on the Red Skull hype train. Lag saying the Red Goat underrated defense. Is he really just good defensively, or is he strong offensive as well? Red Skull buff is great, and he's annoying defender now. Okay. Okay. One of the best domino counters. That's always good. Can be menace on D too. Okay. Underrated on attack, perfectly rated on defense. Okay, I'm seeing mostly positive stuff here, so dude, I went for Red Skull way back in the day. I always said he was so close to being good. And he wasn't. he just wasn't good, but he was so close to being good. They even gave him a synergy. What was the synergy? Was it with I-Bomb here? The final hit of special attack 1 refreshes all personal heal block debuffs. They changed this, or was that what it was? Maybe that's just what it was. Is there something else? I don't know. The bottom line is, I always wanted him to be good. And, yeah, he just wasn't. He's so close. Seen many ranked up in Battlegrounds. One smoked my domino today. Okay. He's good on defense and offense. He's my go-to domino. Okay, alright. So, seeing almost universally positive things about Red Skull, which tells me two things. One, might be time to rank up Red Skull. And two, he's not underrated. Let's move on. Okay. Iron Man. I want to ask you guys something different about Iron Man 2. And I'm not talking about Iron Man 2, the movie. I'm talking about TOO also. They did something different with Iron Man this year. And they released him... What month did they release him in 2023? Was it with Gladiator? Because Gladiator was the only champ that month, right? September. Yeah. He was the only champion of September, so he was released around that time, I think, right? How do you guys feel about that overall? Are you guys like? Do you think that was a good thing? Now it's hard to gauge this because, like, from our eyes, more is always better, right? Oh, give us more, whatever. But do you think it helped to tune the champions better? Like, a lot of people would say that 2023 has been a really good year, potentially the best year for champions. The balance, the impact on the game. So, like, with all those things considered, do you think it was better that they, like, just focused on, you know, one of the months, like, dropping a champ, but filling that in with, you know, basically giving this guy a whole new kit, animations, all that stuff? Would you want to see that again? Iron Man, the Raids GOAT. Okay. Underrated, great for raids. Definitely got much better. Wish he was neutralized immune, to be honest. Probably make him too strong. Underrated because it's so strong. Just took Iron Man to rank 3 as a 7-star. Duly right, did you? Mid, he's kind of bad. Love the Iron Man buff. Love how they launched it in September. They need to do that more often. I think he's basically a completely new champ, so he basically had 2 champs. Yeah, basically. It basically was 2 champs, right? Like, does anyone feel like they missed out in that month? Like, I didn't feel that way at all, but just kind of curious. I'm sure for Kabam, it all depends on how the crystal sales went. You know, what does their bottom line look like from that compared to new champs? I've not found a ton of spots to use Iron Man. I think he could be pretty good, but depends on the game mode. Okay. They drop new champs. Okay. It's good, just slow for a game mode like Battlegrounds. Okay. Definitely one of the best decisions they made. Need to do it again. Okay. Okay. It seems like most people, not all, but most people were fine with what they did. I don't think we can add Iron Man to the underrated list. I think a lot of people like Iron Man. Yeah, I think we can move on. Wait, what was the other champ? Other reworked champ potentially? You know, let's add Spidey to the list. I don't know if he was this year or 2022 or like I guess last year 2023 or 2022. But where's my good buddy OG Spidey here? Dude, why am I not seeing him? He's here. He's got to be here. I'm sure everyone's staring at. There he is. You know what it was? I was thinking like, okay, his name starts with S, so he's got to be somewhere down here. And I saw like Spider-Ham down here, right? And I'm like, okay, so he's somewhere here. Why don't I see him? And then I realized it's on release right now. It's on the release day. So of course he's way at the top because he was one of the original champs here. Okay, anyway. How do you guys feel about Spider-Man? A lot of people I've heard were maybe not super thrilled with Spidey. But then I've definitely heard from some people that this dude's underrated and he's actually really strong. So Red Dog saying Spidey makes me sad. Oof. Whew. Spider-Man's underrated, but not a ton. I think Spidey's underrated, not the very best in the skill class. Well, he's definitely not the... Okay, you corrected his science class, I was going to say. Yeah, you're right. He's definitely not the best in the skill class. But I think the hate on his buff is unjustified. He's pretty good. Okay. Underrated, absolutely love him. Okay. OG is aggressively underrated, especially with the 2099 relic. He's insane. Please take a closer look at him. Wow, okay. Spidey is well average-ish. Okay. Slightly underrated and looks sick. I mean, I think we could add him to the... I'm seeing enough people that I'm kind of willing to add this guy to the underrated list. That's not to say that he's going to be a god when played or something like that, but yeah, I think we could potentially put him there. All right, rank 1 Spidey got a 47-second takedown on Realm of Legends Marvel with recoils, though. How much health was that remaining? Because, yeah, speed doesn't mean anything if you just lost all your health, because, yeah. I think the issue is that his rework came out when he was still only a 6-star. Then when the 7-star came out, he was missing his SIG ability. Dude seems really solid. Definitely say underrated. Okay. Okay. We'll add OG Spidey to the list. Were there any other reworks? The list of underrated champs in the recent, I mean, basically 2023. Red Guardian, we did Red Guardian already. We did Red Guardian, we did Iron Man and Spidey. Honestly, I can't remember when the Hulk rework was, but I don't think anyone would say Hulk is underrated, so we don't even need to talk about him, I guess. Ant-Man? When was Ant-Man buffed? That wasn't 2023, was it? Was that 2023? Well, real quick, how do people feel about Ant-Man? Red Guardian, not Red Skull. Oh my God, yeah. I'm so sorry. Red Guardian. Oh, jeez. Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. You're right. We didn't talk about Red Guardian. We talked about Red Skull. But yeah, Red Guardian soon. Absurdly slow. He underrated from lags. Overrated. OG Ant-Man can lick my boots. Garbage champ. Oh my God. You fought against him with Hulkbuster. Please don't remind me. I do remember already. Yes. Taskmaster most underrated in game. Wow, I wonder who said this. Oh, look, it's Kanga Jenga. Buddy Spidey was in my Battleground deck when I finished 31st in Gladiator Circuit a few seasons ago. Whoa. Dang, 31st with an OG Spidey in the deck. Okay. Spy's been very clunky playstyle. Huh. Is it just me, or do you rank up champs for fun and never end up using them in any substantial content, even if they're below average? I think, yeah, a lot of people rank up champs for fun. It's tough, because you can only rank up so many champs for fun, though, if you want to keep progressing, because the more you can progress, the more resources you get, which means the more you can rank up the fun champs. So ranking up the powerful champs sort of unlocks the ability to rank up the fun ones, too. Okay. Okay. He's like Elsa, a tad bit underrated, but those who use him overrate him. Ooh. I did find that to be the case with Elsa, potentially. I don't know. All right. I don't know, maybe Ant-Man's on the list. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of separate it. So, I've got potentially Ant-Man and OG Spidey as reworked, like underrated reworks. But for the new champs that came out in 2023, the 5 champs that, and listen, every single champ we went through, there was at least one person that said underrated. So not everyone is going to agree with this conclusion. But the general consensus, I would say, is that there were 5 champs kind of on the underrated side here. And those champs were Cassie, Viv, Moondragon, Vox, and chee'ilth. The closest that didn't make the list, I would say, is Danny Moonstar, so she might be like an honorable mention. But I would say those other 5 kind of hit the list. With Cassie probably being the closest to not making the list, because a lot of people seem to like Cassie. I think it just took a while for people to come around to Cassie, but yeah, I think those are kind of the underrated 5. Not on that list, the champ that I think I want to play the most is the Wolf, who would have made the list of underrated champs if not for the recent love for him. Um, but yeah, that's kind of the list here. So I think out of those 5 that I mentioned, so I already did test Cassie and Viv. I did not test Moondragon, Vox, and chee'ilth. I think I'd really. I mean, I didn't play Photon either. Photon. Okay, this is for like a different discussion, but I think a lot of people were putting champs like Photon, Onslaught, maybe some of the earlier releases like Kate as like champ of the year or something like that. So yeah, if you're just kind of tuning in and you're like, I don't know, thinking about which champs you want to play, don't just look for underrated champs, because yeah, like some of these other ones are really good in general. But out of the list here, I think I'm most interested in probably Moondragon and Vox. Yeah, I think so. I think those are kind of the two. I wanted to do some like actual testing of these champs. I didn't think it was going to take that long to go through the list, but I was actually really fun going through it all. Kind of getting a little bit of info on all of those champs. Originally, my plans were to like only look at like the champs that I knew people would say were overrated, but it was fun going through all of them. And even the champs that like I knew were good in some ways, you know, being able to gauge if they're good like offensively too, or if they need to be awakened. A little bit of a snapshot of feelings for all that stuff. What I want to do right now is, because Moondragon and Vox are the ones that I want to play the most, I just want to see if I have them. I'm going to hide the chat for right now just so we could take a look at this. But I don't have Moondragon as a 7-star. Already knew this. Just opened the crystal and it did not go that way. I'll upload the clip of that for those that weren't there for it. And then looking at 6 stars, well, I unfortunately don't have Moondragon here either. Sad. I probably have some crystals I can open to maybe try to get her. Let's do the exact same thing for Vox now. And of course, don't have Vox as a 7-star. I'm not gonna have any of these champs as 7 stars. 6-star. No. Dang. I will maybe still test both of these champs on the beta. It always makes it more difficult to like really get invested, really get behind a champ that you just don't have though. You know, it's kind of like as soon as you pull the champ, you know, like, okay, now I really need to learn. Like, I never really cared much about this fella. But it's probably time I changed that, right? Ryan, did your holiday gifts expire? You have something expiring 2 hours. Deej, thank you for the reminder. But no, I actually claimed it at the start of the stream. It's just this stuff expiring. Unfortunately, I can't sell that. So, that reminder is going to stay there until that thing expires naturally. But nothing important is on the verge of disappearing. It's time to open some crystals. Yeah, I'm not going to open them right now, but I just kind of want to see what I even have for 6 stars at least. I haven't played Vox, but he has been doing pretty good stuff going against me this battleground meta. But yeah, I've been hearing that. Mustafa, thank you very much for another loony saying, do you think Strife is over or underrated? Well, let me tell you how I feel about him. I feel like, and I feel like that's a proper rating within the context of the entirety of the game. Strife is a very specific champion, and what he's good at, he is very good at. So Yeah, that's kind of how I see it. Um, the champions, like, I wasn't necessarily looking at every single champ here through the lens of something like Battlegrounds, but that was kind of how we were looking at these for the most part, because Battlegrounds, it's a persistent mode. Whereas Strife, yeah, you can use them in like long form content, and you could do really well with them there. There is certainly proof of that on YouTube. But I don't know that I've really seen people succeed with him in too many places outside, or like want to succeed with him in those places. Because yeah, you could win I mean, I win matches with Venom the Duck in Battlegrounds, you know. But like, is he actually good in that mode? No. The other content in this game, it's generally shorter these days. Quests used to be longer. But for the most part, these days, there's, you know, no quest has more than six fights and a boss. So is it really worth like ramping up? And do you need the utility that he has? No, not really. So he's good at what he's good at, and that's kind of all you need to know about him. Luke, thank you for the 2, saying this community is awesome. So many great opinions. Agreed. Luke, couldn't have said it better. Thank you very much for the 2. Okay, let me see. So 6 stars. I don't know that I have that many shards. I guess I have a few. Yeah, I guess I have a few. Okay, so may have to pop these things open soon. But yeah, I want to test a few of these champs. I've been itching to play some of these. So I will probably start with the newer ones though. So Aunt May doesn't have 2024 yet. That update hasn't hit just yet. But you'll probably see some testing streams for like the newer champs first. And then I don't know if I'll do testing streams for the older champs, but I might just start to try to chase them down. And then when I get them, maybe that's when I'll, you know, really try to play them more or something like that. Because I got to do some ranking up here soon. Feeling it in my roster, and I've got the catalyst. So, yo, just tuned in. That Kate Bishop pretty underrated, IMO. And is your hair getting longer? B Manny. Thank you for calling out the newest, latest, and greatest bald cap that you too can get. Check the link in the description. It's actually the Chia Pet bald cap, where yes, the hair will start to get longer with proper treatment. We've signed a little agreement. We get most of the money. The Chia Pet company gets a little bit. Everybody wins. You know, you guys get a great product. Okay. Anyway, B Manny, I wish you were here for more of this. I think it was fun talking about all the champs of 2023. Morgan Rocks, thank you for the 5s in. BG, do you think Herc is underrated? I think Herc should be deleted. That's my thoughts on him. That jerk. Herc makes every other champ look overrated. That's his problem. Abby Doe, are you still in here? EG's bald cap is overrated. Okay. You know what? Oh, it lets me pick a time now. Oh, that's so nice. That's nice that they actually have the time there. A ton of other people got that update first before I was able to select a timeout time. I'm happy I can actually do that now. That's nice. What do you mean, newest product? What have I had a bi-monthly subscription to then? Listen, Happy Doe, you get the you get the early access, all right? As an affiliate. Happy Doe, are you streaming tonight? What do you got going on? I don't even remember the last time I used Herc for anything. He's too boring for me. You say that, but then Kabam, they tease a little something special at room 25 in the incursions, and all of a sudden it's like, all right, I guess I'll use Herc. Just clicked go live. Okay, cool. Well, everybody, I think we're gonna wrap up this stream. But if you want to continue the party, I recommend the Happy Doe channel. Or you guys could certainly do whatever the hell you guys want. But yeah, there's a link, and I am gonna head on out of here for the night. Before I go, though, shout out to Morgan Rocks with the last minute D snipe. Thank you very much. I'll be back tomorrow. Don't know exactly what time, but I will be here. And yeah, thank you all for tuning in. It was a fun conversation. See you tomorrow, everybody.